Hello students, this is your Rohit sir, your biological science teacher. I hope everyone is safe at home. So I hope everyone is observing all the classes and so many of you have submitted your homeworks to me also. And one thing to remember, all of you are not watching the videos properly. So in the beginning you have watched and at the same time you are skipping all the videos and you are watching at the end. That is only for your homework purposes, but it is not good. See, all of your teachers are keeping so much of effort to make your knowledge wonderful, and so that you should not lose anything in the upcoming year. So please do follow and also do all the homework and follow your teachers rules and regulations, and please support your management and you support your teachers so that they will feel encouraged. Okay, so I will give you the homework in the middle of the video, so please watch the video carefully, so don't skip it, and do obedient, and be a sincere girl and be a sincere boy. Okay, now let us start our important discussion. Now as you see here, in the previous classes we have discussed about the first lesson, cell, its structure and its function, and we have observed a beautiful explanation with video references. Now here today we are at the end of this lesson, and here we are observing this image. Now will you tell me what is this image look like? Okay, so this image is actually a cartoon and a diagrammatic representation of the cell. Okay, this is an animal cell diagrammatical representation, a very funny way or a very comic way. As you see here, this is the outer boundary wall. Now what is the outer boundary wall of any cell? That is nothing but cell membrane. So here this outer boundary wall is giving you the information about the cell membrane, and here there are two gates here, first gate and the second gate. This first gate is helpful for entry of some substances, and here in the second gate some waste materials are going out. Now what are these things are indicating? Here there are some materials are coming inside and going outside with the help of a small hole present in the cell membrane, and now we can call this as cell membrane pores, or some small pores present inside it. Now here there are certain vehicles are transferring all the materials inside here. These vehicles are nothing but the water. Okay, so water will dissolve all the nutrients and minerals with it, and they will transfer all these things inside of it. And here there are two guards present here. These two guards are just like guard cells. These guard cells are they are protecting here in this area. And here the next thing is, yeah, here there is a power generator here. This power generator is said to be as mitochondria. This mitochondria is look like a power generator. As you see here, this is all giving electricity to all the cell. And here if you see here in the center, you can see a major office present here. This is nucleus, and inside the office another small office is there. This is called a nucleolus, and here another person sat here. This is called a nucleoplasm, and surrounds the nucleus. As you can see here, a particular a framework is available here. This is called endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, and as you see here, these are the dustbin like structure. These are called lysosomes. All the all the dangerous materials are available here. As you see here, this is indicated by a dragon. And as you see here, there is a storage area. This storage area are called vacuoles. Okay, these vacuoles will store the information, and at the same time, as you can see, some other boxes are also here. These are all proteins, vitamins and lipids here. And at the same time, as you see, an antenna here. What is the use of this antenna? Antenna, either it will receive the information or otherwise it will send the information. Now what does this thing is indicating? Where is it present? It is present on the cell membrane. That is nothing but here cell membrane not only protecting, not only allowing some substances inside of the cell, and not only it is sending the waste material out of the cell, but it is also helpful for passing the information from one cell to another cell. Okay, that is nothing but if this cell is facing any problem, then this problem should be intimated to another cells, or otherwise if any cell is suffering something, then it will receive the information. In this way they are communicating with each another. So I hope everyone have understood about this. This is a beautiful and amazing way of demonstrating your knowledge. I hope everyone have understood. Now why am I telling all these things? Because these things are very much important for you in the future examinations, if he asks about this type of diagram, then you should not be confused. Now chapter number 2, plant tissues. As till now we have discussed about the basic structure, that is nothing but cell, and we have observed its components also, what are the parts present inside it. Now here we are going some deeper information about the cells. Whenever two cells are combined together, two or more cells are said to be as the tissues. Okay, what is the meaning of tissue? So I ask everyone to please take your notebook and write tissue. Tissue is nothing but group of cells. Simply group of cells. If you want to write the definition, the combination of two or more cells which look similar in structure and similar in function. Okay, so the cells which are similar in structure and similar in function are called as tissues. Now here, as we are discussing about this plant, now we have to discuss about the plant tissues. Okay, so in the previous chapter we have discussed about cell, its structure and its function, what are the parts present inside it and what are the work that are performed by them. So here some cells are performing some important function. One is producing protein and one is producing lipids, and one is producing the electricity, and one is killing the outside organisms, and one is giving protection. And there are some multicellular and there are some unicellular organisms. Till now we have observed that how unicellular organisms work, but here in multicellular organisms there are numerous cells are performing different types of functions. That is nothing but heart cells are performing blood circulation, and nerve cells are performing to send the information from one cell to another cell or one part of the body to another part of the body. Here, as one cell is dividing its work, here body is also specialized to do specific work. Now plants that we observe around us are mostly multicellular. Not I am saying that all unicellular, all the plants are mostly 99.9% multicellular. They perform different life processes such as growth, respiration, excretion, etc., and similar to those performed by animals. Just like animals, plants are also performing life processes. What is the meaning of life process? Life process is nothing but anything that should be needed by a living thing for its living. For example, can you live without breathing? Can you live without eating or sleeping or thinking? So can you live without reproduce? You can live without reproduce, but your next generation will not be there. So just like here, the nutrition, respiration, transportation, and at the same time coordination, excretion, removing of the waste, and reproduction are all things are necessary for living of any organism. So these essential things that are required for the living of an organism is said to be as life processes. So here animals, as animals we are performing everything. We are performing respiration, excretion, digestion, transportation, and reproduction. Just like the animals, plants are also performing all the basic life processes. Now in addition to the animals, the plants are performing one more life process, that is nothing but photosynthesis. Let me tell you that photosynthesis is the basic thing that is producing the food for all living organism. Okay, if there is no photosynthesis, there will be no life on the earth. Now here, let us recall the information about different parts of the plant and its functions are associated. Now let us start the activity 1. What are the parts of the plant and their functions? Now will you please tell me what are the name of the parts that are performing these function here? So here he has given the function. What is the meaning of function? Function is nothing but the work that is done by particular part of a plant. Now absorption of the water from the soil. Now which part of the plant will absorb the soil? I hope everyone will write easily. That is nothing but root. Root will absorb the water. Now exchange of the gases, leaf, or otherwise in brackets stomata. Okay. The next one, photosynthesis. Photosynthesis will be the next one. Photosynthesis will be done by the leaves. Okay. Next, transpiration is also done by leaf. and reproduction is done by seeds or otherwise fruits. Seeds or otherwise fruits. Now request all of you to please to write this table in your classwork, and you have to do it as a homework. Okay. Now, how can plants perform all the life processes? As you see here, as animals we have the nose and we have the tongue and we have nervous system, and we can perform all the life processes. But plant do not have all these types of organ system. Then how it will perform all the life process? Does plants also have same arrangement just like the animals? Now let us try to find out. Now let us try to find out by performing some activities. Now let us do an activity 2, cells in an onion peel. So already we have done this experiment in the 8th class with onion peel cells. Now you know how to take onion peels. First of all, you have to take an onion and cut into some rectangular pieces and separate its leaves and press the both edges. Then you will get a thin film. Now what you have to do, you have to take some small portion of this onion peel cells and you have to keep it on the slide and add a drop of water, cover it with cover slip and observe through the microscope. Now whenever you see here, whenever you see through the microscope, you have to take a pencil and you have to draw what you have observed. As you see here, now you can see some small rectangular shaped cells are present here. Now does they have any small dot like structure? Yes, they do have some small dot like structure. These dot like structures are called a nucleus. Now all cells are having the dot like structure in the center? No, these dot like structures are not present in the center. Sometimes it is present in the center and sometimes it is sides of the cells. Okay, that is nothing but it is clear that all these dot like structures are not present in the center inside the plant cell. As you see here, cell wall, nucleus and cytoplasm. What is the meaning of cytoplasm? Cytoplasm is nothing but a small jelly like or a liquid like structure that is present inside the cell. Now here, what are the things that we have to learn here? Now are all cells are similar? Now you tell me, are all cells are similar? Yes, all cells are similar but not exactly the same. Now second question, how are the cells are arranged? They are arranged very compactly and they are arranged in a proper and systematic manner. Okay. Now let us do an activity 3, cells in a leaf peel. Now take a beetle leaf. You know beetle leaf is nothing but Tamalapaku. Okay, in our Telangana local language, or Tradescantia or Rio leaf. Tradescantia is nothing but chamanti or any other leaf. Okay, now tear it with single stroke so that the edges can be torn at the end and observe the thin edge of the leaf. Now let us try to understand this activity with the help of a video reference. See, this tomato center, tomato leaf, Tamalapaku in our this is observed through the microscope. Now stomata, here there are thousands of small hole-like structures present on the lower surface. These are called we have to do, and here these are the areas where the excess amount of the water will go into the atmosphere in the form of water vapor. This is called transpiration. The removal of water, exchange of water is called transpiration. And here, just like it acts like nose, it will also useful for exchanging the gases. These are all called stomatal cells. These stomata have guard cells. See, these red color things are all called guard cells. Okay, now what are the materials that you require? You require a slide, cover slip, beetle leaf, forceps, blotting paper, that is nothing but tissue paper, methylene blue, and a watch glass, needle, and a microscope. Now let us see how to do this activity. Take a fresh leaf. Now let us see here, you have to tear it with single stroke. Okay, now when you tear it with a single stroke, as you see here, you will get a thin film like structure here. Now take small portion of this leaf. Now keep it on the slide with the help of this needle. Now we have to add a drop of water. Actually we have to take the dropper here, but he is taking the brush, no problem. Now let us take the methylene blue solution here. See, he is adding with a dropper. Now add a drop of methylene blue here. See, why are we adding methylene blue? So that it should give a proper color to the surroundings. Now use the blotting paper or tissue paper to remove the excess amount of the stain from this slide. Now take a cover slip. Now carefully place it on the material so that it should not form any glass bubbles. So these air bubbles or gas bubbles will give you the disturbance. Now our slide is ready. Now we have to keep it under the microscope. Now if you see through the microscope, then you can see this type of image. Yeah, this is the image that you have got whenever you observe through the microscope. See, these are the small holes. These are called stomatal cells. These are present in betel leaf. Okay, see, these are all the stomatal cells. As you see here, so this is not the exact picture, but this is look like the same thing that we have observed in the under the microscope. See, I hope everyone have enjoyed that videos, because we are doing that real life activities like activity. Okay, we have done it with the microscope. So if we do it in the lab also, we will get the same type of experience. Okay, now this is the actually the textbook image that is giving you the clarified information that how the stomata will look like. As you see here, see, the circular structure is called stomata. As you can see, some two line-like structure, these are called guard cells, and with the help of these things they can exchange the gases, send the gases outside and receive the gases inside, and also it will remove excess amount of the water through it, called transpiration. Is there any difference in their arrangement? Yes, their arrangement is different. All the cells are not similar. What can we infer from the above activities? From the above activities, we have observed that all cells and all parts are not similar. Different parts have different structure, because leaf cells are different from root cells. As we have observed, the onion bulb cells are different with the leaf cells. Now how you notice that cells are in group in both activities? See, we have observed that all are arranged in same lines, same manner, and they are also particularly arranged to do a special work. So that's why we have observed them as the tissues. Now compare and write a note on the arrangement of the cells so that you have observed in both activities. So this should be done in the classwork, or otherwise by yourself in the laboratory. So feel that you are present inside the classroom, and you have to write it in the notebook. Now you may have observed all these cells are present in the group with a certain arrangement. With the help of the following activities, we shall try to find out whether these arrangements have special roles to play in the plant or not. Now let us see the activity 3, cells in a leaf peel. Now children, this is all about today's class, and today we have observed two different activities, and what you have to do is you have to just write down the process of observing the leaf cells, and also you have to draw the stomata drawing. Okay, so what is your homework? Your homework is to write the procedure and the materials required, and the result of this activity. Okay, thank you and have a great day. And one thing to remember, that so many of you are not watching the videos properly. You are watching in the beginning and you are skipping all the video, and you are watching at the end. So this is not a good thing. You have to be very careful. We are all struggling, not only me, all your teachers are struggling very hard to record all these classes and present in front of you, and we are also learning new things every day. So please make all your teachers efforts are fruitful and useful. Please watch. In this way you can give respect to your teacher, or otherwise it is useless of making all these things. Okay, so please think about this. Watch all the videos regularly, do your homework and submit duly. All the people are not submitting still now, so please follow all the rules and regulations given by your management and given by your teachers. Write the slip test and do the homework, submit to your teachers and respond in a proper time, and watch the videos very carefully, learn new things. So this is Rohit Krishna, your biological science teacher. Thank you and have a great day. Bye bye.